Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, The Town Watch. My name is Josh Town. Thank you for stopping by today. We have a unique watch that we're unboxing today. It's been around. You might have seen it on some YouTube channels already. Kevin at Wrong Time Watch actually got me this watch, so appreciate that. Kevin, go check out him if you don't know him. He's also done a video on this recently. But this is a micro brand called Diving Armour. And this is a very, very unique piece that we're going to take a quick peek at today. As you can see, it's a bullhead style diver. So very, very interesting. A lot of cool things that you don't normally see on watches. You see right here on this watch, and it's just a unique design. Now, I don't have this watch very long, so this is not really a full review. It's kind of just like a quick overview, first impressions type video. But again, this is the Diving Armour Narval, and it's a bullhead diver. It's not yet on Kickstarter, but I believe it's coming July 1st on Kickstarter. And the early bird price for this watch is $399. And they have different colorways. I'll leave their website down in the description below so you can check them out if you're interested in this watch. This one here has a ceramic bezel, and a lot of them do. I think there's one that has a metal, perhaps aluminum bezel, but this one is ceramic, and it's really looking good. You know, my first impressions about this watch, it's unique, obviously. I'm not sure if it's necessarily for me. I don't think I could see myself buying this watch, but it's hefty and it definitely feels quality and well made. It has the appearance of an integrated bracelet, but in actuality, you can actually remove the bracelet here. And then, of course, this top part is the really unique part. You have this like hinge here that looks like the other lug, but it moves to allow you to have access to that really large crown at the 12 o'clock position. So it's very, very unique. Now, you can buy straps for this watch. They actually have one right here. And I was wondering, you know, how do you put a strap on the top part? Do you have to take this hinge off? Well, the hinge stays in place, and you actually have your lug width underneath here, and over here is the normal side, but you attach the strap to this portion, and so that will remain there, and you know you can still move it and use the crown as necessary. So really a unique design. I think it harkens back to some other bullhead divers in the past. But very, very unique piece, something you won't see on a lot of people's wrists. There is a loomed bezel here. We'll check the loom in a moment. Sapphire crystal going on right here. 200 meters water resistance, and this is using the Miyota 90-15 movement. So just feels like a quality piece. Really well made. You got a milled clasp here. Nice buckle with that dive extension that we've seen on other brands before. They're really easy to use, and you know, like I said, it gives the look and appearance of an integrated bracelet, but it's really not. Let's get some dimensions here. Unique case shape, so I guess I'll measure it right here from one angle to the other. It's coming in at 39 millimeters. Let's check, you know, the circular bezel and see what that's coming in at. So right about 39 millimeters. Now the lug to lug distance is going to be tricky to really measure. I think I'm going to place this hinge kind of in place like that, and then measure from there and get that distance. And it's quite long, 57 millimeters. If you were to fold this all the way down, if you're interested in that distance, you get about 10 less millimeters, 47 or so right there. Crown is large. That's coming in at 8.4 millimeters, and thickness here, it's about 13 millimeters. And then just to get that lug width underneath, see what that is. That is coming in at 22 millimeters. So unique, kind of hard to measure some of the dimensions here, but pretty cool piece that you don't see very often. I do like the dial. It's fairly simple. You get a pop of orange on the second hand, get some nice applied indices, a nice date window at 6 o'clock with a nice frame around it. And then let's try the bezel action. Very, very stiff. Zero back play. It's one of the stiffest bezels I've had, and it's a little hard to operate the way I would normally by, putting my fingers kind of at the top and the bottom here. It's hard because the crown is getting in the way. I can't get a good purchase on it, but if you come to the side, it's easier, but it doesn't feel as natural to do it that way, in my opinion. But everything seems to line up nicely, and it's definitely a solid feeling bezel. Very, very tight for sure. Let me put this on the wrist. I think Kevin and I have about the same size wrist, so I think it's sized to fit me. So there it is on my 6.5-inch wrist. It is a solid piece. It really, really is. Now I want to check what this lug width is here, because that's what it's going to feel like. It's like a almost 29 millimeter right after the lug, so it's quite wide. Feels like a large heavy bracelet strapped to my wrist right now. It's a little bit tight. Probably could loosen it up a little bit, but doesn't feel bad, and doesn't look too bad. It's definitely unique, and the way this little hinge sits, it feels comfortable. I don't think you could use the crown if you wanted to while it's on your wrist. Well, maybe you can like push it up there like that if you really needed to, but for the most part you're going to take it off like you normally would any watch to manipulate the crown. But there it is, guys. What do you think? Diving Armour Narval. The lume is quite nice. They're using a C3 Superluminova, I believe. So I'm going to charge it up and get a lume shot. Alright, so I'm pretty impressed by the lume. It's coming in very nicely. Very, very healthy application. And it's always a nice touch when they put a lume dial on a watch. So coming in very, very good. Alright guys, well, let me know what you think about this Diving Armour Narval. Is it something that you'd be interested in checking out? If so, the links will be down in the description below. You can check their website, and you can maybe get notified once it's launched on Kickstarter. And if you're interested, maybe get locked in on that early bird price of at around $3.99 US. But let me know what you think about this watch down in the comments below, if you like it or if you don't. I like the uniqueness of it, although I don't think it's for me. Again, I think it's finished very well. It seems solid quality, and I love that loomed bezel. The only thing I would change is if you could make it easier to grip at this point. I'm not sure how you would do that with the crown that is there, but it just feels a little unnatural to grip it here to manipulate the bezel. But that's my only gripe as far as I can see with this watch. Hey, please give me a like if you like this video. It really helps out the channel. Thank you for tuning in to the Town Watch today. We'll see you next time.